What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another freaking 90-day fiance video, and this one right here is all about Big Ed and Liz in the most recent episode of Happily Ever After season 7 episode 11. But with that being said though, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, that is a member of Patreon, and that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. Now also at the same time, do not forget though, we are now doing retro reactions to 90-day fiance on RetroMADNESS. Link is down below in the description, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, retro freaking madness. But with that being said though, let's get into this one. And yeah,
for Liz and I, the fight after the engagement party was perhaps our biggest fight ever. Going to bed that night was like, okay, I think this is like it. I think we were in a broken relationship. Like, we've been slowly building, you know, frustration on both ends. The fight was kind of the volcano erupting. But you know, at the end of the day, through all of this, we both decided that we wanted to work on our relationship. We haven't given up.
Ed has insecurities and he's very jealous. And as angry and emotional as I am, and I'm like, this isn't gonna work out, I know that I don't want to give up on him just yet. We had a really rough patch, but the reason why I didn't leave is because I do love Ed. I'm not always going to say I'm madly in love with him, man, he drives me crazy, but I choose to wake up and appreciate our memories and the love that I have for him, and I know and truly believe Ed is worthy, and I am willing to do everything I can to prove to him that we can make this work.
however much money they're paying you to keep coming back and spinning all these nonsense lies, it's not enough. I'm not buying none of this. I'm not buying none of this. Really? Really?
Let me say this even before we get into the engagement party. I'm sorry. All that stuff about you wanting to be a lesbian, that was just my insecurities and my trust issues. And I mean, you're young, you're hot. I saw her and I didn't like it. And it made me mad at her and I took it out on you. And I'm sorry. But I don't believe in any way, shape, or form that you want to be with a woman or whatever. That was just me that's acting dumb. It's not that I have anything against somebody that's gay. It's the fact that I thought that something was being hid from me and I didn't like it. Where I was wrong is I always jumped to conclusions. I think I got the jealous gene. I was always teased as a child and I never really dated through high school. So it's more like, well, you have something beautiful and someone's going to take it away. That's how I feel. Like, it's too good to be.
And this is coming from the guy that cheated on his own wife, or the the mother of his own daughter. The man that cheated on the mother of his own, right?
True. So I think I'm always gonna have to work on that.
Like, for me, I didn't have the best last relationship, and I was accused so much, and it turned out to be him.
Yeah.
I was constantly cheated on. Like, I think it's a trigger, like, when I say no, or please believe me,
and I don't trust
you don't trust me, it brings that trauma back up. It makes me feel like, okay, you're questioning me, and you're saying this. I was like, I think it's you.
Let me own that. It's me. I think there's a lot of internal stuff that you're dealing with, and there's a lot of internal stuff that I'm dealing with, and unless we can get that out of the way, we have a better chance of failing.
Yeah.
I want to marry you, but I don't want to be a divorcee again, and you don't either. Let's get through this, then we can talk about if we're ready to get married. And when it feels right, I think we'll know.
Even though our relationship, it seems like it's always, you know, on edge, we always end up coming back together because we're crazy, we're weird, we're different. For me, there's no walking away, and I'm not one to give up, but I do see Ed as someone easily to give up. So I don't even know if he's ever gonna be ready to get married.
So she sees herself never giving up, but she sees Ed as someone that could give up. So why would you put in energy on someone that you believe would give up on you? You not giving up on them is not enough to sustain a relationship. You both have to be in the same position to not want to give up on each other. If one is already checking out or checked out or gives you the doubts, it's a wrap. And one thing for sure, there is no way in any world I believe that you should reassure someone that you are not looking to leave in hopes that you reassuring them, it will make them not want to leave you, because if they're already in a certain state of mind, that is their state of mind. And the fact that you have to convince them with reassurance or whatever it could be is an absolute madness. You know, I'm sitting there thinking, am I hearing this properly though? Am I really listening to this madness? Like really, really and truly? Anyway, we continue.
You want water, baby? No, you're good. Drink way too much already. So we had an enormous, I call it a breakdown in our relationship, with the fight after the engagement party. And then I had therapy that following Friday, and I just said, I'm going to therapy, you're welcome to join. And she said, I would love to go.
I love these.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Got water?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Maybe blankies?
Okay.
So at that point, we begun to try to rebuild our friendship and our relationship all together.
Here's your
Oh,
breakfast.
thank you.
All right, sweetnesses, how are we today?
We're good.
Good day.
Good day.
Good start, yeah. What do you want to give each other credit for that you did well?
She got up at 5:15 this morning
Wow.
and went and worked out for an hour and a half while I slept in. But I did feed the dogs.
I want to give Ed credit for the other day. I can't remember what the topic was, but he kept kind of like wanting to push at it for a minute, but I was like, I need a moment. So then he gave me space. So that's
You're
been
learning to give her space.
Yeah.
Right? We're recognizing what are our partner's triggers.
Yeah.
Given the relationship that Ed and I are in together, it's very clear that we need professional help. But I see us actually having hope moving forward and working on our issues.
Today, we're going to talk about security. What does security represent to her? You can use that topic to talk through these questions.
Okay. So in regard to security, what are your core beliefs that are part of your position?
Well, it goes back to my last relationship. One day we just fought and he got off my phone line and then I got stuck with a $3,000 payment. So for me, I don't ever want to be back in a position where I'm starting from rock bottom.
What did that require of you to be able to get yourself back to a place where you weren't dependent on somebody else?
Sending my daughter to live with her dad for a little bit. Sleeping in my car. And so I don't want to go through that again.
So security for you represents
That I can support myself without anybody else's help.
I had no idea. The fact that you lived in your car, this breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart.
I call BS. It doesn't break your heart. Nothing breaks your heart, Ed. You're a bully. The only thing that breaks your heart is you. Gotta think of a good one here. Anything that happens to Liz does not break your heart. Anything that happens to you, Ed, breaks your heart. That's it. I had no idea. And then in the next episode, oh, he's gonna act completely different. Ed, just be quiet. You're a narcissistic person. Don't be telling me or telling anyone that it breaks your heart, because it doesn't. It really doesn't. Maybe for the moment, maybe for the second, but after it's all said and done, you're on your way to being yourself again, and that is being an absolute douche.
and it's also made her who she is today.
Yeah.
Since Ed and I got engaged, I've been working a lot less hours. I'm the manager at the restaurant I've been working at for 3 years. Before we got back together, I worked 6 days a week, 10-hour shifts to 12-hour shifts, and I would love to go back full-time, be independent, because I'm really realizing how much I have changed as a person to be there for him. I would like to be going back to work.
Which proves to you more and more that what you're willing to sacrifice is not the same as what he's willing to sacrifice.
Lately, I haven't tried to pick up any shifts because there's a conflict of kind of making Ed feel secure that I'm not out late or anything like that. So it's just hard.
But, so may I make a request?
That's not what we're doing in this
Okay.
part. One of the things that I just heard her say is she has to have a sense of purpose outside of this relationship,
Yes.
right? That she has to have something that represents Liz.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
What represents security to you?
So for me, to feel unconditional love.
Do you think sometimes that you put pressure on Liz to give you love unconditionally?
At times, I think I do.
When she's asking to want to work, does it feel like a condition of your relationship?
You're right. Yeah, I'm saying if you do that, then you don't love me. You're choosing time at work over me. I want Liz to work.
You know, over the years, I've heard little drips and drabs about people and work being a conflict, work being an issue. But you know what, though? Like, the way it's been so glorified in this episode is actually something else. Like, I mean, listen, as far as I'm concerned, if somebody enjoys their work and when they come home, they're not bringing drama from work at home with them, you know what I mean? They're like, this is work. I've done work today. I enjoyed it. Now I'm going to go home, spend my time with the one that I love, all that kind of stuff. fantastic. But the fact is, it's like these people are not allowed to go to work and then come home and then have a good time with their partner. It's like they go to work and then when they come back, they get ridiculed for being at work rather than being an opportunity to, they're like, hey, so I was at work today, this is what happened, it was so good, da, 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 da. But anyway, that's that over. Now let's just spend the evening together, or let's just have a good weekend together, you know what I mean? Like, this whole work thing is actually bizarre to me. Like, people need to, like, there's no point of being with someone if you're not going to like their work schedule. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. And to be fair, the common factor about this relationship and even Jenny and Summit that we did before this one is that both the young people in the relationship are the ones that get ridiculed for working too much by the older person. Like, these older people need to be dating people in their own age, so therefore they would have these complications potentially.
I want Liz to have her own life, and it saddens me that I'm coming off as controlling. And I have to admit, based on the past, that Liz going back to work does scare me.
There are going to be conditions. We're humans.
Okay, so there are.
They're not our parents. They're not our dogs. Yeah. Our partners have conditions to want to stay in the relationship.
Yeah. My main reservations are working late shifts, coworkers wanting to go out and party. It's the environment. Some of the same people that, you know, were at the engagement party that started the fight and that don't support us, you know, work at a restaurant.
If someone loves you and cherishes you and really enjoys your company, trust me when I tell you this, they would not want to prioritize going out for drinks after work. They won't want to prioritize doing anything after work with their work colleagues. The first thing that they would think about is, hey, it's time for me to, I've been at work today, now it's time to go back to the person that I'm with. You know, like, is Ed even giving her a chance to breathe that type of feeling? Is he allowing her to process that? To get to that feeling of, nah, hold on a minute, no, I just want to go see you. But here's the thing though, if you're with someone and they don't want to come and see you after work, most of the time, well, then it's a red flag to say that you need to leave. Rather than tell them off and put them down, either you leave or you have a conversation with them. A conversation, keyword conversation. Either leave a conversation. You don't say to them, well, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, because you're giving them more and more reason to not want to actually be with you whenever they finish work. Like, come on, man.
At this point, we're really in survival mode from the engagement party fiasco, and now why are we re-inviting outside pressure that will really cause this relationship, you know, not to work?
She needs to have a separate life so that she can love you fully.
Ed doesn't care about her having a separate life so she can love him fully. That's the bottom line. But the fact is, I don't think this is even about whether Liz loves him or not. It's more about whether he loves her. The way he behaves, he doesn't behave like someone that loves someone. He behaves as someone that wants to have someone in his life that he can control. Have them at his every beck and call. But hey, you guys let me know exactly what you are thinking down below in the comment section. But of course, at the same time though, retro reaction to 90 Day Fiancé is out now, okay, on RetroMADNESS. Link is down below in the description, so please check that out. Make sure you go like and subscribe here and there. Peace.